going, everyone? How you doing tonight, today, wherever you're from in this beautiful world? Well, welcome to my current events section of this video. I am looking forward to telling you all about what's coming and what's going. So, I'm reading from brewersassociation.org. This is just a bunch of stuff that's come up February 20th, 2020. And this is national news. Craft Beverage Modernization and Tax Reform Act. On December 20th, 2019, the President signed into law the Further Consolidated Appropriations Act 2020, which includes a one-year extension through December 31st, 2020 of the Craft Beverage Modernization and Tax Reform Act, CBMTRA. Provisions originally passed for a 2-year... Yes. A 2-year period in the Tax Cuts and Job Acts of 2017. Well, isn't that special? Craft Beverage Modernization and Tax Reform Act. Wow. Well, check this out. In Washington, near me, on-site sale bill advances. Passing the Senate's SB 5006 creates a new endorsement to allow wineries to serve beer and microbreweries to serve wine to their customers, but restricts the offerings to 3 products and requires the products to be produced in Washington. Another thing, Washington Brewery Retail License Legislation Clear Washington House Committee. Clearing Initial Committee Consideration HB 2412 changes the number of retail licenses a domestic brewery and a microbrewery may hold for 2 to 4. These include an on-off premises tavern, beer, wine restaurant, spirits, beer, wine restaurant, or any combination thereof. Isn't that interesting? Another thing, and on another note, Washington Keg Registration Bill passes House. Passing the House, HB 2319 eliminates the requirement that the Liquor and Cannabis Board, LCB, adopt and administer a keg identification program for sales of kegs and other containers of 4 gallons or more of malt liquor. Wow.
It's gonna be super tight.
Missouri alcohol advertising laws struck down.
No way.
January 16, 2020. The 8th Circuit Court of Appeals struck down several Missouri alcohol beverage advertising laws, citing the state's failure to demonstrate the laws advanced the state's interest in promoting responsible consumption, and that the scope of the laws went beyond. Well, that's interesting. Alcohol advertising laws struck down.
Wow, that shit's whack,
Jeez,
man.
Some states. In New York, brewpub barrel age threshold increased in New York. January 16, 2020, signed by the governor AB 1971, increases the number of barrels that a restaurant brewpub may produce to sell at retail or wholesale from 250 to 2,000 barrels. Nice. In our state, where I live, Oregon addresses alcohol and CBD legalities. January 16, 2020, the Oregon Liquor Control Commission, OLCC, has amended its regulations with an effective date of January 1st, 2020, making it a violation for any licensee or permittee to manufacture, store, transport, sell, or offer to sell an alcoholic beverage that contains CBD, THC, or any other cannabis derivative, including cannabis terpenes. This section generally affirms and conforms with the existing federal standards, OLCC guidance documents explaining the responsibilities and allowable activities for each license category can be found on the OLCC website. Check it out, guys. Right on. Wow. A lot of stuff going on, man. And there's even more. Wisconsin Brewery Retail Sales Bill passes Wisconsin Assembly. January 16, 2020. Passing the Assembly AB 434 seeks to prohibit a brewer from making retail sales of beer and intoxicating liquor during hours in which a Class B licensed premises must be closed. Between the hours of 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. On weekdays, and between the hours of 2:30 a.m. and 6 a.m. on weekends. Well now. Just amazing, let me tell you. I got a little excited about this and opened it already. And I kind of opened the other one as well, so I'll show you that. We'll kind of clip them together. But this is cool. I got the last of my parts basically for my system. There's like a few more items I need to get, but very minute compared to what I had to put money in for this. So this is open already. Look at how easy that was. Hold on. Oh, I got my beard. So what I have is my 30 amp breaker for when I hook up the, I'm gonna probably put either an outlet in the wall in my brewery, or I might do a sub panel. I'm not sure. I have, this is, let's see. So these are my pump plugs. And this is, I'm waiting on the other one. This is one for my element. And then this one here is one for my main power. For the main plug, which is this plug right here. Just got a dryer, 30 amp, 125, 250 volt, 4 wire, 10-4 gauge. It's already together. Just got to cut the head off and put this piece on, and we're good to go. So yeah, that basically sums it up. That gets my stuff powered up. I've already got my elements and everything else ready to go. It's a 5,500 watt per barrel. I mean, who knows if it'll use all the wattage. I have no idea. We'll see how well it works, you know, in the end. But it should work. Cool. Alright, to the next box. Hey, alright, so we got this other one that I opened already too. I got a little excited. Ooh. But let me tell you, I have waited for this for a long time, and I finally got it. It is my temperature probes. They were pre-wired and assembled by the electricbrewery.com, which is who I've been following to build my brewery. Please check them out if you're wanting to start yours. So, this is cool. This one is for the boiler. Has a little plug. You plug in this right here. This is, I'm going to leave it in, but it's the wire. Has the plug that goes into that. Ding! And that goes into the kettle itself with have a gasket, and then you clamp it down with that. You clamp it in, cinch it down, and it goes. This is an 8-inch one. The kettles themselves are like 16 inches, so in diameter. So it's a perfect thing. It gets up to go all the way past the middle of the kettle to get a real true temperature readout. So I'm really excited about this. Let me see what else I've got ahead. So these ones are shorter. These are for my hot liquor tank and my mash tun.
It's gonna be super tight.
Again, we're gonna leave those in there because it's not necessary to take them all the way out, but it's already come out, so we'll just deal with it. Did a great job assembling these. These look great. Cal, that's his name. He's a great dude. Same hookups. This hooks right into the control panel underneath the box, and they braided real nice. They look real nice and professional. And this right here, same hookup. This goes right in the same way, but this goes into the front of the valve, so it'll go in the T, where the valve will come here. Watch, I'll show you. Boom. So we got this. Got this here. It goes in, sits inside like that. These make it real easy, so you can clean these real well. They're sanitary fittings. They're what the real true, you know, the breweries use. These, that's all they use. I've never seen them use anything else. But it goes right in there, and then you have this, that, you know, a valve like that goes on. These are real nice too. I really like these. They're only like $45 on Amazon, you know, and they have like 13 positions. I've shown them before.
Wow, that shit's
I'm actually
whack,
waiting
man.
on 4 more of them. But that will be the readout. Will be right here. It'll go in, and it'll hook up to the control panel and tell me what the temperature of the mash, the work coming out of the mash tun is as it goes into the coil and then recirculates back out. I'm gonna have another manual one to read on the top, just to kind of get an outflow temperature reading, just to kind of get an idea of what the ranges are, because I want full efficiency. If I can get full efficiency in my brewing, then we're good to go, right? So nice. And then I got this other one that goes into one of them is, this is an 8-inch one. This is a 10-inch one, a 12-inch one, because the boiler's on the left side. This is the 8-inch, and this is an 8-inch. So I got two 8-inches actually. So I got them in relation to how far they are from the control panel, which will be on either it'll be on the right side in this case. So I'm very excited about these. They packaged them so well. They put the cap over. He put the cap over it to protect it. Came in really good order. USPS, perfect. Came from like New Hampshire or something, I think, or Connecticut is where they're from. So just great. Look up the electricbrewery.com. I'll put their link in the description. Cool. So you know what, guys? You know what time it is for? You know what? It's the time. It is the time. It is the time. It is the time for Beer Talk. Welcome to Beer Talk. I have some special beer talk for you. The top craft beer trends for 2020. Who wants to know? Who wants to know? The first one, and I'll just go down the line. Number 1, growing diversity in craft. Number 2, focus on craft malt. Number 3, alternative beverages. Number 4, fresh hop beers. Number 5, continuation of lactose. Number 6, rosé beers. Number 7, hard seltzer. Number 8, experimental tap rooms. Number 9, lagers rising in esteem. Number 10, hazy IPAs, dessert stouts, and fruited sours. Well, there you have it, folks. There is your beer talk for today. Cheers! welcome to this beer review this night, this day, wherever you're from in this world. Well, this one is one that is brewed and canned by Great South Bay Brewery out of Bayshore, New York. This is Hoof Brewery. They're basically a contract brewery that brews out of other brewing facilities using their equipment, blah blah blah. Their Hoof-Hearted Brewing is actually located on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I'll put their information in the description. This one is called Saizzurp. It's a sour farmhouse ale with pink guava added. It's a 6.5% ABV. Drink fresh at 46 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's in a 1-pint can or a 16-ounce can. Distributed by 12%. Keep refrigerated. I thought that was a cool... really awesome. I love the logo on this. I thought it was really neat. 6.5% though. There's no date that I can see. Let's go ahead and open this up. This is the best glass I could find for a Saison, so we'll see how it works. Won't go all the way there. So we got about a 2-finger head. Let's go for the smell. Oh yeah, it's got a kind of a barnyard horse blankety foot smell to it. That wild yeasty. I get a little bit of coriander, like lemon smells and spiciness. A little of that went up my nose. More of a spice, floral, maybe a slight... No, it's more of like a footy, barnyardy, wild, yeasty smell. But also on the other hand, it's also very citrusy and very light and crispy smelling. Has a bit of a malt or a bready malt to it as well. It smells almost like cider in a way, like apple cider. Nice. So the retention's not very good. It's a very soapy head. It's a white head. The color of the beer itself is a golden color, or a kind of a corn-looking, deep, rich yellow color. It has an effervescence in there. It's a little turbid in there as well. Little things and particles floating around inside. It's hazy. It's very nice looking in the light. This is definitely served at 45 degrees. It was pulled right out of the fridge. The retention's not great at all. It is a sour, so I do expect that to happen. It does have streams of bubbles going up the top, if you can even see that. It is hazy. I can see shadows, but I can't make what it is on the other end. So, as the glass is clouding, my glasses are also clouding. It's hot in here, folks. Okay, let's drink this. Wow, that pink guava really comes through. It does have kind of a horse blankety, band-aidy kind of undertone, but you get that spicy. There's even a slight like coriander, like I don't know, like a citrus lemon or something added there. But that pink guava really pulls through. And you can really get it, and it's got like this bitter finish. Kind of wet all the way back. It's not really dry, just kind of bitter up around the soft palate and the back of the throat. Very spritzy on the tongue of carbonation. Also has a very citrusy, lemony guava, that guava tropical fruitiness. It's not as sour. It's more of a sweet and sour beer, is what I would want to consider it. It does have that nice Saison flavor that I'm looking for, and I like that. That is the barnyard band-aidy. I know it sounds bad, but or foot, if you want to say. Those are just words that describe the wild funkiness of it. Let's just call it wild and funky.
Right on.
But it also is. Excuse me, I had an itch. It also is covered very well with that guava, with the lemon, with the coriander I'm getting out of this. Very rich beer though, 6.5. It's got a sweetness that's nice. It really overrides the sour that it is. So, man, I really like this. Out of 5 hops, I'm gonna give this 5 hops. This is 2 thumbs up. It's a beautiful beer, folks. I really like this a lot. I like the expression it gave me in the mouth. Like, it was very nice. It just like an explosion of flavors. It was really nice, really awesome. And what really gave it the 5, I think, is the fact that it went from smelling funky to not really being that funky. So it was kind of nice. I like that. This would be really good with a light cheese, maybe even like a Swiss or something like that, I would think. Something lighter with less flavor, something to allow it to come through but also taste the cheese. Oh yeah, or a lighter tasting jerky, as I do my cheese and jerkies, you know, days. You know, I'm Tuesday, Thursday, but I'm just, you know, kind of comparing it to those. As well as other foods that are lighter or a little lighter in taste. Maybe even with a salad would be really good with this, with ranch dressing or something like that. I don't know, it'd just be really good. Good springtime beer. I really like the flavor of this. Alright guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you watching. If you've had this before, please let me know in the comments. If there's a beer that you'd like me to try, bring it up and I'll see if I can find it. You know, sometimes we can. Yeah, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Turn that red button from red to gray. And don't forget to hit the bell. You'll be informed when I have new shows up. And also, don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. And please share if you can, if you will. Thank you so much. You guys have a good night, day, wherever you're from in this beautiful world. Cheers. I'm out of here. But not after one sip. More. Oh, yeah. So tasty.